doing? Yeah. All right. Why don't you start opening statement, and we'll open up for questions for the student athletes.
No, that was really a fun game. Guys really responding after having a couple days to stew over a tough loss earlier this week that we were all a little, embarrassed and shocked about. But I thought we had a couple good days of preparations, and the guys really came out and responded, and it was a great win for us, and hopefully something we can continue to build on.
Questions for Liam or Q?
Liam, what kind of led to your success today, especially, rebounding and blocking shots?
Our teammates and our game plan, obviously the coaches always put together a great game plan for us. And, like last game, against Bama, we got our butts kicked, but that wasn't due to lack of game plan. That was a lack of execution on our part. So we came out here, we executed today. We got into our covers on time. I thought I played lower. Obviously, the first game back, I think I was playing a little too upright. Didn't play as great of defense. And then, just guys made plays and stuff like that. We got a great team here. They Tyron got downhill for us. That was huge. Guys made shots. We got a great team, but today I think it was a collective effort that won us the game.
And what do you think the difference was down the stretch? It's back and forth there for much of the second half, and then about the 4-minute mark, you guys just took control. What happened in that stretch specifically?
I think we just were tougher. We secured the rebounds we needed to secure. We finished the plays we needed to finish at the rim. Obviously, like Q made some huge plays down the stretch. You got an and one that was huge and stuff like that. I think it was just a collective effort of just grittiness. It's the SEC. It's not going to be an easy game ever, and we just made enough plays at the end to win the game.
For either of you, I guess, you guys started together for one of the first times this year. I guess you've done it before, but what do you guys like about that look, and do you guys think you're kind of getting better at playing off of each other?
Definitely, we're getting better at it, playing together. I think that it's a really good look for us because it gives us a lot of size that other teams, they haven't felt like Liam's height and my height at the same time against us. And I think it opens up just some high-low actions, and it makes it really hard for them to double, because if they double, we're going to have kickouts or we're going to have some opening that they have to give up.
For either of you, what after Tyron didn't play against Alabama, what did you see from him in his success today?
He just came out here and just competed. I mean, I think it's similar to that. Mentally, he just he's a great teammate. He cheered us on and stuff like that. Whether he plays or doesn't play doesn't affect his mindset and cheering us on and stuff like that. He came out there ready to go. He wasn't gonna let what happened last game affect us. None of us could. That was kind of the message we gave to each other was, hey, last game's kind of gone, but how we respond is kind of shows the character of our team. And I think we responded.
Liam, obviously you were out with the injury, but now you kind of feel at least close to 100%. Obviously, you're never actually 100%, but are you kind of getting back to form in your mind?
No, I'm 100%. I think, maybe a little, get my wind back a little bit. I mean, I wasn't down for that long, but, game shape is just a different thing. You can't really recreate it, right? So I think I'm getting back to that. Obviously, I got some black eyes and stitches, so if that's what you're referring to, I look a little rough, but no, I'm good. I'm 100%.
Q, what's been the resolve the last few days and then on the court today after the disappointment of Alabama?
I think everyone just took a second to just look at themselves in the mirror and question themselves, what can I do to help this team win? And I think that it was just one of those things where it's man, that really sucked, but there's nothing we can do about the past. All we can do is look forward to the next 9 games, now 8 games, and do everything we can to win every game we can.
What did you guys see from Colin Smith? Obviously, he was a big catalyst in the first half.
I think he just stepped up. I mean, we saw it in the summer. We've seen it in the fall. We see it in practice every day. He's going to be a really good player. He is a really good player, right? And I think, it's just one of those things with, being a freshman. I remember being a freshman. There's highs and lows and everything like that. And, he had a good game. But, I mean, you're going to see him become more of a veteran and all our guys become more veterans down the stretch because, they are, we're past the first half of the season. So you're going to see them start to, mature and, you're going to see them step up night after night. And it's going to be fun to watch.
Anything else for student athletes? Cool. Get out of here.
Sure, fellas.
Questions for Coach?
What did you like about the execution down the stretch there in those final few minutes?
I thought we executed well. We came out of some timeouts, and really, I think Trey's 3 was his biggest 3 that we had all night, and probably his only 3. It hit the backboard a little bit and rattled, but we got a little bit of Memorial Magic help tonight, so it was that was good to see. And then we just, again, I thought we got the shots that we wanted. We continued to get in the paint. I think Liam, he made some great decisions out of the post when he got it out, got it into the post. And then Miles, after, he kind of shorted that first jumper. He got it back and was able to knock it down, and that was probably the biggest three of the game. We needed them all again because it was just thought there were some calls there at the end of the game that was kind of marginal. I didn't think Collins was a foul, and they really didn't think that Liam's was a foul either. And Trey got mugged there at the end, so the score probably looked a little bit closer than what it really was. But I thought but we did it to ourselves a little bit. We had some opportunities at the free throw line that we didn't take advantage of. But at the end of the day, we did enough, and I'm really proud of our guys, how they responded. Over the last couple of days, nobody was happy about. What transpired down in Tuscaloosa, and we was looking for an opportunity, and glad this was a noon game, just to get it, get back out on the court and get after it, not having to wait all day for a 7 o'clock game. It was perfect timing, and proud of our guys, ready to continue to get back at it, continue to work, and try to build from where we are right now.
How important was it for you guys to get this one? Obviously, you see 2 tough teams next week, one of them on the road. Felt like it was important for this one?
It's important for all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we feel like we're a tough team too, and it's just we gotta go out and execute, gotta do our jobs, and we did our jobs tonight, super, obviously, tiring, there was a lot made of him not playing, last game, and and I'm going to continue to push him and continue to challenge him to reach his potential. And I thought he responded the way I expected him to respond. He came out and he was great for us offensively. He was great for us on the boards. Had 10 rebounds tonight, none bigger than that one offensive rebound that he didn't concede, and was able to kick it back out to Miles to really give us the separation that we need. That wound up being the difference of the game. So it's good. It's just part of who we are, part of what we're trying to build, our culture here of accountability, and so again, just one of those games. Super proud of our guys, super proud of today, and ready to get on to the next.
Discipline game, foul-wise, only 7 free throws for Ole Miss. What was the key on the defensive end today?
No, I thought we were really good. I mean, that had a lot to do with Liam and Ezra. They were great in the ball screen coverage. The guys got some shots. And, our initial game plan was to try to, because they hadn't been shooting it well, some of their other guys, that we would try to shrink in a little bit and close back out to their shooters once they kicked it. And they kicked it to them, and those guys stepped up and made shots. So we had to push back out on those guys a little bit more. So it was more imperative that the two in the pick and roll kind of handle it, and Ed did a great job of Morrell was just coming back, and I thought he really hounded him. He hounded whoever the ball handler was, and Liam was disciplined in his coverage by staying back and was able to get some blocks at the rim. If there was any disappointment, it was just how we played defense for those good stretches of the shot clock and then give up the offensive rebounds. We got to continue to get better at that because every night in our league, that's part of most of these teams' identity is to try to put it on the board and get it back. And the more we continue to secure those defensive boards, it's going to give us more opportunities to get some separation, and we like separation.
Did you see a good response from the team, throughout practice this week as well?
I thought I answered that already. Yeah, we did. The guys responded and played well.
Besides what Quentin said about it, what went into the decision to start him and Liam Robbins together today?
We started them last year against Ole Miss, too, and we had success there. So we always go back and, watch the games, not only just their previous games, but the game, that we played them last year, and we had some success with that lineup. And, just in recent games, Miles coming off the bench at Texas A&M, he came off and played really well and shot it well. We would hopefully to try to rekindle a little bit of that as well. But I think it's a lineup that we want to use. I mean, down the stretch now, I thought we've played our young guys enough for them to feel that we feel comfortable and trust them if we have to have them for stretches. But we're going to go with our older guys I think for the rest of the way. So I think you probably have a steady diet of the lineup that we saw tonight to try to maximize it. I mean, they played a lot of minutes. I mean, Tyron was 37 minutes. Eds was, 32, Liam 31, Miles 27. So I think you're going to see more of that. Obviously, Jordan getting back into the mix. He's feeling better from being in concussion protocol. But I think once he gets back in the mix, and he'll be able to lessen those numbers for those guys a little bit. But I think that's going to be the core that we ride with for the remainder of the regular season.
What are you willing to share about your conversations with Tyron over the last few days, and did you see what you wanted to see from him today in terms of how he responded?
Yeah, I mean, we had a conversation, and it was just about, man, I demand more from you. Like I said, it's just your talent and your ability is, take nothing away from the other guys on our roster, but it's just different, right? So we need you to do more, need you to be more accountable of what, I mean, I think he has the potential to be able to play at the next level. But if I'm not pushing him and I'm not challenging him to do it, and even to the point, I mean, he thought like the Texas A&M game where he only took 2 shots. He was like he just thought that the other guys were going well. And then he just felt that he was in the corner sometimes and didn't get the call. I'm like, man, you can come tap me up on my hip and tell me you want to play. I'm gonna run something for you. So we got to have that type of communication, and it was good. I mean, I think I got to do that more. Just with our group, with this this Generation Z group. You know what I'm saying? You got to find ways to maybe hit them more one-on-one and two-on-two as opposed to just the film sessions when they're in those big groups. They not respond as well. But me and him had a good conversation one-on-one, and he responded. So like I said, my dad always say I don't have to eat a whole cow to know I'm eating beef. So if that worked for him, then I'm gonna have a few more meetings, some one-on-one meetings with the rest of these guys to just try to, understand what's going on with them as well. Like I said, they're not machines, they're not mechanical, and we got to find a way to push the right buttons with them, and hopefully I can continue to do that.